On God, what up, DJ Squad?
So,
what's good with y'all, man? Hey, so look, we had a great weekend last weekend back in Chicago. I can't wait till we go ahead and release that episode. I'm excited.
I am excited. I can't wait to edit that. So,
but on our way back, man, we had a couple questions, man. A lot of people been asking us a lot of questions. But back to DJ Love Grind Q&A right here. So,
Can I need to stage the room for these questions that y'all asked me to.
Where you get these questions from that you feel like you gotta do this?
Man, I'm trying to. My lighter is not working, y'all. Okay, give me a sec, cause y'all really asked us some questions that we really gotta get down to the nitty-gritty.
I haven't even seen the questions.
But before we get into this, I want to make sure that you guys like, subscribe, and comment below.
Like, subscribe, and comment below.
Definitely, cause I told y'all we was gonna work on saying that in the beginning, so make sure you guys do subscribe below.
That's how you know we just real. You know what I mean? It ain't no pre-planning and none of this.
Not at all. Not at all.
So back to the questions.
We asked social media, if they had any questions for us. I didn't expect them to have some questions, but they did. So,
interesting.
I am going to give you guys your shout outs, because you did ask these questions. So, make sure that you, pay attention here. Here we go.
Sheesh.
Brian heard some of the questions, but he didn't hear all of them. So, all right. Let's start off with Fina from Chicago.
I see.
All right, so one of her questions was, how did we meet? It's a long story, guys. It's definitely a long story of how we met.
How did we meet? Hey, well, I'm be 100% honest with this. So check it out. Your boy back in the day, man, I ain't gonna lie. Shoot, this was a blessing from this guy, out of this guys I didn't even know, man. But I just want to say it came with chasing the passion. She was actually a music manager already, and of course, like kind of working on that. And then at the same time, I'm not gonna lie, I came out of a horrible relationship where I felt like after I graduated, I had a bucket list. Now, I know most guys out there, they know, man, you got your bucket list. Like, if I ever could double back, how would you double back? And this is one of my double backs, and as you can see, like, I couldn't make it to no other picks, no other draft picks. I stayed there, man, and I feel like, man, ever since then, like, it's been the best decision I made. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie to you. Tear.
Yeah, we went to school together.
Tear.
So if you didn't know, we went to Eastern Illinois University.
EIU.
And we used to cross paths, but we never really said nothing to each other.
Yeah.
Brian did a lot of videography back in the day, making promo videos for our events. And I was a dancer. I had my own dance team.
Shout out to the spot, man. I remember y'all back in the day. First crew, man, production crew, man. We lived it up at Eastern, man. And we actually shot y'all pool party.
They did, and that's how I met Brian. We did a promo video, and we was twerking like, look at those girls with them Daisy Dukes on. Look at those girls. So I guess he seen the Daisy Dukes and he put me on that bucket.
You got added to the list.
I got added to the list, y'all. But it's cool. I'm glad we didn't meet until after we graduated because I was a little turned up. And Brian was a little... We ain't gonna go into that.
Yeah.
Another question that was asked, in every relationship, there is always disagreements. You and Deuce seem like you guys are always on the same accord and balance.
Yep.
What do you guys do to prevent from arguing? So, we're kind of alike. I think that's really what it comes down to. We're like, I'm a person who likes to avoid issues and arguments. So I try not to, do anything that stirs that up. On top of that, like I'm too laid back for that. Like, we don't gotta argue. Why we just can't have a full conversation and be fine? Deuce doesn't give me any issues. He's a great man, so I really never have any issues with him. You know what I'm saying?
They don't care.
Okay. But we never really have to argue. So how we handle disagreements, sometimes if he's a little heated, we separate and I let him go get his me time and I have my time. What's other things that we do?
I'm glad I moved to Las Vegas. So like I say, I can just walk into a candy store full of stress-free goodies that will definitely make me come back willing to communicate. Because that's one thing about Jackie. If y'all know Jackie, Jackie's a talker. She's talker.
So he usually gets high so we can have our discussions. Let's throw that out there. When he says candy store, that's what he's talking about.
What do you mean? Okay. Hey, that's the only way to have a godly conversation. You know what I mean? That's the best way to have a godly conversation with a god and goddess.
Another question that we had was, what are both of you all's aspirations in life? You want to go first?
I guess I'll go ahead and be first. I mean, with me, I at first, like as a kid, I feel like this question used to be like, all right, cool, I want to be this. I can't really pick one thing that I feel like I specifically want to be at any point. Just probably like different phases of my life. Right now at this point, I want to be an artist. And when I say an artist is anybody. I feel like life is your painting, so you get to create it. Like artists, they have like heavy influences on when people on really fashion, on what they say, just off of how they speak. And I feel like that's powerful, man. Getting people to understand, you know, where you come from and actually seeing the picture that you paint or how you feel like life should be in. I'm at that point, but professionally, man, I feel like. I don't know. I feel like I'll be in somewhere in entertainment.
Yeah. So one of my, I have a few goals. One is to actually have my dance shop where, you know, I teach women different dance moves and things like that. So I definitely want to see Walking Clean's dance workshop actually turn into a mainstream business where we have a studio and all that stuff. And you guys are rocking and supporting me. Another thing is music management. I definitely like to help local artists get where they're going, whether it's, you know, giving them resources, throwing them events, giving them a platform to be able to expand. That's my biggest goal, you know. So those two things, and I just want to be able to make passive income in my sleep. Like recently I quit my job, so right now I'm doing a lot of things that's empowering me to actually make that move. Like, you know, I'm selling stuff on Amazon, a lot of little random stuff to keep money coming, but also still keep my peace of mind and follow my dreams. You know? Another question we had is, after Vegas, what's next for you guys? How long do you plan to stay there, and will you ever reside elsewhere or return back to Chicago?
It's been a little talk. About that.
We've been thinking about moving to Thailand next.
Bangkok.
Because it's really
a lot of people you gotta really look it up. Like Bangkok, I YouTube like best place for black people to move to internationally. And number one was surprisingly Thailand, not Africa though. That was what was most surprising to me.
They don't want you to go back home.
Which I mean,
duh.
Everything the light touches is your kingdom.
He go through.
That's it. That's all I got.
He goes with those accents. I'm in Vegas.
Guys. I'll be here all week.
All right. So we had a few more questions. Sage Marie asked, what is the craziest thing you've done or experienced as a couple?
I think one, moving to Vegas was crazy. Like,
yeah, that devil. We just literally packed our stuff
within 30 days. Like,
everybody was like, "Wait, y'all not coming back?"
I think
it started off being a trip. I think
that was the craziest thing. I feel like, you know, when a lot of people was just really surprised, and I don't know why people think we rich. People think we rich. Like, we just got up to just be like, all right, cool, we rich in the mindset thinking that we know we can be able to make something happen. Yes. But in green, dead presidents in my pocket? No, bro. You know what I mean? But
we do a lot of work, so people will think that we are very successful. But, you know, as far as the ducats, the pockets is a little bucket. Another question they had is, where do we see ourselves in 5 years? 5 years, I plan to be very successful in all my aspects of businesses. I plan to be a mom. I plan to be married. And, you know, I plan to be traveling the world and just enjoying life. Like, giving back to my family because they done so much for me. Just making everybody happy. That's what I plan to be in 5 years.
I feel like, man, in 5 years, shoot, I wouldn't even say that much. I plan to blow up within the next 2. When I say that, it's just like basically going full throttle. Like, I'm giving full throttle this time, and then I ain't no quitter, so I'm definitely gonna do it next summer if not. But what I mean by that is, like, all of the investment, all of the things that we started today, I feel like within 5 years to blow up, because it's like we're not investing our time in anything that's just like, you know what I mean, a 2-week check. We're gonna get a check in 2 weeks. Ooh. Message. So, but I mean, it's more about just planting seeds and watching that thing grow. So within 5 years, man, us won't grow. You know what I mean? So I feel like everything is gonna grow within 5 years.
Another question. That's funny. I just mentioned being a mom because somebody asked children in the future.
Yeah, I can see children. I don't know like how many in this day and age though, but no, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I would say that.
I have my ups and downs, y'all. Just because the way the world is, I don't want to bring my kids into this cruel world with all this stuff, but they're gonna be empowered by me, so I feel like they'll be okay in life. But I do want to be a mommy down the line. So another question that we had was, what would you tell somebody that looks up to you both, and why? I would tell you guys to always follow your dreams, because that's what I do. That's what we do. And never feel like you have any obstacles in your way, because there's going to always be an obstacle. Anybody that looks up to me, just be yourself, because I definitely I'm myself. Like, I don't sugarcoat anything, honest. Okay?
But honest.
And I have fun with it, and I enjoy talking to people and making people laugh. Like, that's just what I do.
I feel like for me, man, it would have to be to really, like, for anybody to look up to me, I would just say you have to be yourself. And when I say be yourself, it's like, man, be cool, be comfortable with being that nerd. You know what I'm saying? Feel confident in what you do. That's actually what I'm working on. It's the same goal. So I'm gonna give somebody the same goal to be better than me, or to try to be what I'm trying to be. But at the same time, it's like, be creative. Like, you know, I'm trying to stay young. Everybody be like, man, you don't even look like you. You don't even look like you 27. You know what I mean?
Another question was, who are your biggest influences in music and business? I have a couple, just because I'm in different avenues. As far as music business wise, as a woman in management, I would say Yandy is my role model. I look up to her as far as like all the things she's done, and her actually working with men, because it's hard to work in an industry with men and be a music manager and people take you serious. So that's one person. And as far as dance goes, I have a few: Nicole Kirkland, Aaliyah Janelle, Alexis Bogard. I had a few others. Just a few others. But I look up to those people in the dance career because I want to be just like them. I want that background to be able to experience all the things they experience and have that support system that they have. So definitely, like, those are my people that I look up to when it comes to like the music and the dance aspect. Brian, your turn.
As far as me on my side, as far as like on the music side, gotta be Kanye. The reason why I say Kanye, because Kanye took hip hop not from just, okay, I'm a hip hop artist, to being, I'm an influencer. So that means that he was so successful to be able to help emerge those marketing strategies, because that's all marketing advertising is. But if you are a entertainer, then you are actually a whole entertainment business that, you know, people flock up to about your opinion. And I feel like and no matter what they say about Ye, I'll still listen to his most purest Ye and his purest message he sent out, you know, in his first couple albums. If you haven't checked out College Dropout, then you really just don't know what I'm talking about. But at the same time, it's like, I'm not going to listen to all of the fake stuff that we talking about. People do that. But as far as on the business tip though, as far as like being updated, I would say it had to be Gary Vee. Gary Vee is a marketer. He's a very big online marketer. And as far as like being innovative when it comes to marketing, like having videos, you know, who to have meetings with, you know, like just the whole strategy of networking and talking about encouragement and not caring, not giving a boop. You know what I mean? That's
he had his own.
You know what I mean? I ain't, you know, I'm saving a little bit of work for later, but
thank you.
It's like it's like, but Gary Vee though, at the end of the day, it's like I would say y'all really need to check him out, because he be making a lot of moves, having a lot of meetings, and really just like opening up like more information to industries. And if you're interested,
a lot of questions.
Get into it.
I'm so surprised that you guys want to know so much. So peas at all.
Easy. Shout out.
He had a few questions for us.